I was thinking about this the other day. Which albums sound like how the album cover looks visually? In other words, the way the album cover looks matches the music perfectly. For instance, right off the top of my head, Rust in Peace looks like it takes place in that warehouse. It's blue, it's cold, it's calculating, it's alien, it's fast. It sounds like it's in that warehouse. Another good example would be Mayhem, De Mysterious Don Samanthus. The album sounds like it takes place in that church or whatever type of gothic looking building is on that cover during a thunderstorm. Everything's booming, it's echoey, it's reverby, it's noisy, it's crazy. That sounds like that as well. Another one would be Architects, All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us. The inverted colors of the sun really look hopeless and bleak and distraught and depressing, which is exactly how that album sounds to me. Another good one could be Lost Horizons, A Flame to the Ground Beneath, which this album sounds like what's going on the cover here. Like, it's mystical, it's chanting, it's powerful, it's like, what is even going on here? All I know is that it looks like how it sounds, I guess, if that makes any sense to you guys here. By the way, I have a power metal playlist on Spotify, which you should like. I listen to a ton of power metal, but a lot of it really isn't that good, so I filtered all the good stuff out for you. Speaking of power metal, this Gallas album, this is how this album sounds to me, how triumphant, the lone man holding his sword, like it's really good. It's really good. I love the way that looks and how it sounds. Another one, if we go a little bit out of metal here, would be Loveless by My Bloody Valentine. You can kind of see the shape of a guitar on there, but it's all distorted and fuzzy and red, which is pretty much exactly how that album sounds to me. Right, a shoegaze album just drenched in effects. You can barely tell what's going on, but you can hear a melody. Really good. So tell me, what are some of the albums that you think sound like how they look? Maybe another one, if we go a little bit more 80s, would be Iron Maiden's Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. It feels cold. It feels like whatever is happening on the cover here in the ice and with the robot, with the being whatever. That's how the album sounds to me. It looks like that. Another one would be Painkiller by Judas Priest. Like, what is this? Like a demon steel motorcycle being flown with wings? Like, that is metal. That is how this album sounds to me. Like, just look at it. There's magma. Look at it. It's just, that is exactly how it sounds. Another good one for me would be The Sound of Perseverance by Death. The bleak red colors. Seeing red, it's intense. The gaping maw of the mountain. It's a mountain, but it has a gaping maw to swallow you up whole, but you have to climb the mountain anyways. That's how that album sounds to me. Is exactly that image. To persevere. Go check out my videos about it. But that's how that sounds to me. Another one would be Nothing by Meshuggah. Whatever is going on the cover here, that is how it sounds like. I don't really think I need to go further in depth about this. If you've heard the songs on this album, that is what it sounds like. Screaming, infernal. I've always described Meshuggah as sort of the sound of an angry deity. An angry spiritual realm, whatever you want to call it. When I saw them live, it was hypnotic, and all of a sudden, all their album covers suddenly made sense. I will be doing a video on a song from this album shortly, so please stay tuned. I'll just rattle off a few more just off the top of my head. Winter Sun, self-titled. That album sounds like it's being played in that forest there at night with the sun shining through the midnight sun. Or not the midnight sun, I guess it would be the little bit of sun you would get when you're that far up north in the middle of winter. The Gerber Race by In Flames. The music sounds like it's being played in the halls of that gigantic moving castle hall thing, whatever that is. It looks cool. That album sounds like it's being played in there. I'll just say a couple more because I could just sit here and rattle these off all day. But Welcome to Sky Valley by Caius. Altars of Madness. That album sounds like the distorted faces in the altar or whatever that is supposed to be, the portal. That's how that sounds like. And then finally, I'll go with another one right off the top of my head, Within the Ruins, Creature. That album sounds like the creature on this album. It's menacing, it's colorful, it's intense, it's fast, there's so much going on. Yeah, just what a great album, and that's how it sounds like to me. Anyways, what are some more albums that sound like how their covers look? I'm curious to hear what you guys think. I've told some normies some of this stuff before, and they just have met me with blank stares, essentially. But yeah, leave that in the comments down below. Please remember to subscribe. A lot of you guys aren't subscribed who are watching my stuff. I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Cheers.